I'm back in the portal again. You understand me? First off, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Um, Yahweh is the true name of the living God of Israel. Yahweh Shai is the true name of the one that everyone ignorantly called Jesus, because the letter J was created in 1424. I'm sorry, 1524. And the Bible is way older than 1524. And Rakakwadash is Holy Spirit in Paleo Hebrew. Second and foremost, I want to pay homage to all the great men that came before me, all the great prophets, all the great kings that came before me. Speaking of the new covenant, and speaking of all the prophets that came before me. Speaking of the new covenant, and speaking of all the things that were prophesied to come to pass. Just as well as I'm doing today, and that came to inspire you men. Today, I've been playing with the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? But I have to come and give y'all a lesson. This lesson been on me deep to really just give today. But we're gonna talk about on semen retention. It's some things you have to accept, right? And that's why a lot of us, we relapse, because in certain doors we get to, and we just can't walk in the door because there's certain things that we just haven't accepted. And we gonna get down to the list of it. One of the things that you're gonna have to accept on semen retention is this journey. You're gonna be alone, not lonely, but alone. And you have to understand, everybody isn't called to do this, right? Out of the 99% of men that's on the earth, you make up the 1% that's doing this. Okay? Very small. And I know if you on YouTube and you going through different semen retention channels, it will make it seem like, it's a lot of men that's doing it. Man, that's a very, very, very small number compared to all the men that's on the earth. Okay? And we're gonna get a scripture right quick. We're going to go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 14, because you're going to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're going to look up and you're going to think your homeboy rocking with you, man, out of there. Your big brother, big cousin, and them rocking with you, out of there. Everybody's in the matrix. You're breaking free. Let's go to Matthew chapter 22, right? And, verse 14, I'm sorry. It says, for many are called, but few are chosen. Right? And that's just what it is. Like, just like on the Matrix, when Neo was called, right? But when he went to the Oracle, on the first Matrix, when he went to the Oracle was like, yeah, you called, but are you really chosen? And the only way you'll know that you're chosen is if you have the endurance, right? To stick it out. If you have the discipline to stick it out, right? And the only way you can have that endurance and discipline, you can't doubt yourself. So the Oracle was really teaching Neo, like, you doubting yourself, so you can't be the chosen. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about us, and we relate so much to Neo. Neo did something after that point. Neo went back to the Matrix. And a lot of us do the same thing too. We relapse, right? But we end up doing just like Neo. We end up coming back, right? It's like once you become awakened, or you jump on semen retention, right? And you go to experiencing the things that this lifestyle brings to you, right? The blessings, right? And you go back off, entertaining the world for a minute. It don't feel right. It just don't feel right no more. The people you hung around, they don't. It just is like, things that you were doing, you try to do it, but it just don't. It don't hit no more. It feel like you're forcing it. And eventually, when those spiritual ass whoopings catch up to you, just like you did with Neo, you end up running back to going back home to your right mind. You know what I'm saying? You go to trying to break free out of the matrix again. But this walk ain't for everybody. And it's a lot of people that, you know, they seem like they have a form of godliness, but they don't have that walk. They not walking that walk. They talk that good talk, but they not walking that walk. You understand me? Let's go to Matthew chapter 7, right? And we're going to get 13. It say 13 and 14. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate. What's the straight gate? The Bible going to tell us. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in threat. That's why you the 1%. See, you taking the straight gate. See, this road of semen retention is a path of holiness. Okay? You taking the straight gate, King. You feel me? Every man ain't gonna travel. Every man right now, they got pussy on their mind. Outside of us that's doing this at this very moment of time, every man outside of us got pussy on their mind. You understand me? They taking the broad way. Yeah. Let's keep reading, right? Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, right, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it, right? Very few gonna find this path. Very, very, very few men are going to find this path, man. Man, you would think, you know, because we be in the YouTube streets, right, on the semen retention road, right? So we tend to think that a lot of men know about this, bro. Very few men know. And then there's men that do know about it, but just don't have the discipline to pull it off, right? Second thing you going to have to accept, bro, on this journey of semen retention. If you got to know lady or wife, this calling might not be for you, bro. Only way you can really pull this off, if you're really trying to do this with a girlfriend or, you know, a wife, only way you can pull this off, and I'm being real, no bullshit to the side, none of that. I'm being straight honest with you guys right now. You're going to have to accept in your mind that at any time, she going to go get her some dick from somewhere else. I'm going to say that one more time. You're going to have to accept in your mind that at any time, she's going to have to go get her some dick from somewhere else. That's why this ain't really for you guys, man. When I'm on SR, bro, I don't really give a fuck about women, dog. Like, I might flirt with women, I might talk to them, but in my mind, I'm like, I'd give 2 fucks about you, bitch. I really do. And that's because they're agents in the matrix. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I talked to a brother that I know, and I mentioned his name before in the videos. His name is Bruce. But he said something to me yesterday, man, and I call it NPC conversation. And he said, man, you need to make a video about women accepting men doing semen retention. Bro, that was the most simple shit that I could have heard. That's what made me realize, like, I'm alone on this shit. Man, when you doing semen retention, bro, you don't give a fuck about what no hoe got on her motherfucker. What the fuck she accept or not. Fuck her. Right? Fuck her. The only thing on your mind is, how can I please my creator? That's it. That's why that hoe coming anyway. That's the only reason why that hoe she's spawning inside of your reality anyway. Because she don't hold no importance in your motherfucking life. Okay? But yeah, my men, I always said that, you know, the best men that have this mind frame are military men and men that go to prison, right? Any man that go to the military or go to prison, right? At some point, you have to have in your mind, fuck whatever is going on at home. That's the only way you're going to make it through your time. And the military is very great at it because 13 weeks of boot camp, your instructor is going to let you know from the beginning, I'm breaking you out of civilian life. That's what God doing with this word, right? He breaking you out of civilian life. When you embark upon semen retention, you are no longer a civilian. You becoming a soldier now in the army of the Lord. And you have to know that. Like you just gotta know that. Let's go get Paul, man. Let's go get my brother Paul. I love Paul. I love Paul so much. Let's go get Paul. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Because Paul said something that was so valuable. On this topic that I'm speaking on right now. Because Paul practiced celibacy. He practiced semen retention. Right? Let's get the brother Paul right quick. This is Paul. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29 that was written by Paul. It say, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. So look, if you doing semen retention, you got to know later you got a wife, man, say, bro, you going to have to move in your life like and understand and accept the fact that this bitch don't have sperm. She don't have semen. She gets upset when she can't get energy. That's why Paul, if you read chapter 7, Paul tell the men, because he already knowing you niggas not disciplined, because in your mind, you going to be thinking that if I don't give my bitch no dick, she going to go get some dick from somebody else. So to keep you from in that level like that and to keep this hoe from going out her mind, even though this bitch is draining you, go ahead and give her some dick. This not your path. Okay? This is not the path for you. All right? Let's go to 7 and 33. Let's see what else Paul said. He say, but he that is married, why you need to give this hoe some dick, right? But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. That sound like my partner that spoke to me yesterday, because my partner in a relationship, right? And when he spoke, I could tell, like, bro, I really want to do that shit. Like, I know that shit powerful. I'm just in a relationship. And I don't know how to tell my bitch that this is what I really want to do. You understand me? But let's see what Paul said again. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. You in the matrix. See, when you in the matrix, when you got a no lady, when you got a wife, you in the matrix. Right? You can't, you can love God and believe in God, but you in the matrix. You can't walk this path. This ain't the path for you. Right? And you got to understand, women are agents in the matrix, man. That's why Paul was on semen retention. That's why the Messiah was on semen retention. That's why all the disciples were practicing semen retention. Because you understand that women are agents in the matrix. Who did the Agent Smith send at Neo? The bitch in the red dress. Right? Your wife and your girlfriend is the bitch in the red dress. If you single, them hoes that be trying to come and get your attention, that's the bitch in the red dress. You understand me? And you got to understand, it's not you. That's the hard part that married men and men in relationships can't understand, right? It's not you. It's the energy. It's the energy. That's why your girlfriend and your wife treat you so motherfucking bad, because you just steady fucking on her. And she draining all your motherfucking energy. And when she feel like you drain, you no good to her no more. You ain't got no more energy for the take in no more. You no good. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 24 and 5 and back that up. Right? Because when a man got married, right, he wasn't allowed to go into the military, because when you're dealing with a woman, it throws your thinking off, because she's an agent in the matrix. She wants your attention, right? Let's go to so you will fuck around and go in the military and have a wife or old lady, but really in the Bible your old lady is your wife. This just, I gotta speak in American terminology, because we're dealing with whores out here. We're not dealing with women, we're dealing with whores. But if you got married, your first year you had to stay home, because if you went into the military when you just got married, your mind gonna be on your bitch, and that right there, you ain't gonna be focused. So you'll fuck around and get the whole platoon knocked the fuck off, because your mind ain't focused on where you at. Your mind focused way back home, thinking about who putting dick in your bitch. Let's go get that. That's Deuteronomy chapter 24. See, you gotta, this is stoic. That's why women hate the Bible, because the Bible makes you a stoic man. Right? Let's go Deuteronomy 24 and 5. It say, when a man have taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he have taken. The Lord say, don't even focus on me. Go ahead and put dick on that hoe, because your mind ain't even focused on me. That hoe got your attention right now. Go ahead and give it to her. Right? But I'm giving you 1 year. 1 year. Right? That's why this ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody, man. But those who choose to endure it, right, and take up this journey, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? I salute you, man. Cause I know it can get trying at times for you. Another thing you gonna have to accept on this journey is that all your vices, bro, over time you gonna start chopping away at that shit. If you are alcoholic, you know you're a weed addict, you're a nicotine addict, caffeine addict, meth addict, you know what I'm saying, heroin addict, semen retention, dog. After, I say, a month, really after 3 days, your brain starts to reboot. You might still be dealing with those substances, dog. It might be food. It might be lust. Whatever your addiction is, bro, you might be still dealing with it. But I say after about like 2 weeks and a half, you going to start having like this dirty feeling, right? This dirty feeling. Like if you just took your hand, just rubbed it in mud and just rubbed it on your, that's how you gonna feel in the inside. Like, but it's only one way you can cleanse that, right? And that's what the new covenant was all about, and that's what the Messiah came to teach us on how to cleanse that. And let's go to James chapter 4 and 7. All right, let's go to James chapter 4 and 7, man. This ain't for everybody, bro. And if you don't see my retention, don't be telling everybody about this shit, man. Because you gonna get your feelings hurt. This is not for everybody. There are certain men that are just designed to be in the matrix. Okay? They are your enemy. You tell them about it, they will fuck over your life. Same as women, right? This is really just for single men, to be honest with you. Moments in a man's life when he's single. That's why most men who doing this are divorcees, right? Men who going through bad breakups, or men who are just trying to get close to the God, right? Men that ain't looking for no bitch. And there's a lot of you niggas out there that's looking for a bitch, doing semen retention. She ain't gonna come. She'll come, but it's gonna be the bitch in the red dress. Have you running right back home. What's home? Your right mind. Let's get let's go to it. Where was I going? James, my boy James. That's where I was going. Get my brother James out of here. Because James hit a valuable point on how to clean yourself inwardly, right? Let's get James out of here. Because that's the main problem that a lot of us got, man. You know, that feeling of dirtiness, man, that shit get aggravating at times, dog. And you be like, man, this shit just don't hit the same no more, dog. This shit just not hitting. The conversations you having with motherfuckers, it be like, man, this shit, like, I'm tired of hearing you talk about this dumb ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to be rude or nothing, but you just really be wanting to hang up in motherfuckers' face. And that's how they feel about you, too. Because y'all not matching. Right? They don't want to hear about semen retention. They don't want to hear about following God. You know, they talk good game. Man, I love the Lord. They make great songs. But they ain't walking that walk. Right? Go to church every Sunday. I ain't walking that walk, though. Here go James. James came out of nowhere. Yeah, the brother James came out of nowhere. I guess James was like, I got you, King. I got you. James 4:7, man. It say, submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. There you go, right there. That's how you clean yourself. Is it hard to do? You motherfucking right. But I'm gonna give you because we are in a game, right? We are in a simulation. So I'm going to give you a clue on how to pass each level, right? And it's going to be hard, but it can be done. The way you pass each level is just like the brother James said, but I'm going to give it to you in our modern terminology, right? Every temptation that you resist, a blessing comes. And a lot of y'all don't realize that, but you just think, you know, it's a coincidence. No, that's how the game go. For every temptation that you resist, a blessing come. You understand me? So that's a little motivation for you guys out there to keep enduring and to keep going. But yeah, man, Satan will tempt you. You feel me? Yeah, he know what you like. He will tempt you. You know, and man, this is the strongest thing that you can do in this faith is get on semen retention. Your life force is the strongest energy in the fucking universe. You know what I'm saying? And it's so strong that the Matrix are putting people in place to try to convince men through doctors, lawyers, all these people to convince men that it's better for you to ejaculate at least 20 times a month. Man, shout out to the brother. His YouTube channel is on Angel Time. Y'all go check him out before YouTube take his channel down. And I'm gonna let y'all know now, I won't be here long. I won't be on YouTube long. I'm because they coming for all of us. They coming for all of us. We are fighting a real matrix. You know what I'm saying? Those who don't understand, because you're part of the matrix, but those who are awakened and understand you're on a journey, we're fighting a fucking matrix. We're Neo, right? We're Morpheus. We're fighting the matrix, okay? Or the powers that be. You feel me? But the brother on Angel Time, he say, man, they took his video down, and that's why I've been playing with it too. But I needed that confirmation, so I guess the universe was like, let me, bing, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, they took my video down because they were saying, like, you know, they don't like us talking about semen retention and God, you know? And he made a point. He was like, it's other men talking about semen retention. But the problem is when you talk about semen retention and connected to the Lord, you become a threat. You become a threat. Because just talking about SR, just doing SR, but you ain't found it, you know, you ain't really off in this word, like, you know, understanding the correlation of the word and what you're doing. If you ain't got that, it's gonna be easy to come get you. But if you got this word, you got a foundation that you really standing on, even if the temptation does become unbearable, right? Even if the matrix does send you a temptation that is unbearable, right? That you just give in at that moment of time, right? you still got something that you can come back in. I got something I can hold on to, this word, right? To get you back on path, right? That's why videos such as me and other brothers that's coming the way that I'm coming, right? That's why we're so powerful through the portal, right? But yeah, man, you're becoming a new creature. You're going to chop away at your vices, right? Before you know it, you're going to be a total new individual. Most of the people that you were hanging around, they going to go bye-bye. Most of the conversations. Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. And I told it on one of my other videos, man, I smoke weed. You feel me? But when I'm on semen retention, 2 weeks in, bro, that shit go bye-bye. That shit go bye-bye, dog. It's like, it go bye-bye. And the crazy thing is to show you that we're in a simulation, right? Everybody that I smoke with, bro, they go bye-bye too. That's when I know I'll be like, okay, I'm on another level. It gets to the point where eventually I find myself alone. But in the moments of when you're alone, there's peace there. Right? It's peace there. The more days that you do, you like vain conversation. If it's not really about this word, or you learning, like it's dealing with science, or something that's inspiring your mind. If it's nothing like that, if it's just a motherfucker talking about their bullshit ass life and the problems in their bullshit ass life, if you not gonna want to hear that, you can't learn from that. Right? Eventually, them people there, they gonna fade off to the wayside. Okay? That's why this video right here ain't gonna be for everybody. This is just really for my men, because when Bruce came at me like that yesterday, and I went to driving, the Lord hit me. He was like, man, go back to your community. Go back to your community. The men need you there. Go back to your community, bro. And that's the thing, bro. Like, you think a lot of men doing it, bro. It's not, bro. Look, if you want semen retention right now, in your city, in your town, bro, they might don't have nobody else, bro, around you for miles. But I'm going to say this. In your state, they might don't have another person around you for cities that's doing the same thing, bro. That's how small of a number of men are actually doing this in the free world. Of course, if you go to the military, you're doing it. Of course, if you go to prison, and not every nigga in prison doing it, right? But the men that's been to prison, they know if I fuck around and jack off in this bitch, nigga gonna beat the fuck out of me, because I'm weak. I'm weak. Right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. This ain't for everybody right here, bro. This ain't for everybody. Let's go to Matthew 19. Let's go to Matthew 19. Man, fuck them hoes, man. I got a video I'ma play. I'm probably gonna do it after this video right here. But man, it's a video of a bitch. She's been interviewed by a dude, right? And the bitch telling this dude, I need your nut. Like, what if I told you I really need your nut? Like, I need that. Like, I need that energy from it. I need it. Because bitches can't produce sperm. You understand me? They need that from you, King. That hoe don't give a fuck about you. That hoe just want to drain you. Give a fuck how soft-spoken she speak. How nice she may seem. Man, say, bro. How much she rub your feet, rub your back, make you feel like a king. That whole scheming to get that fucking nut out you, drain you. She need it. She need it. And I'm glad the Matrix put that hoe out there on the big screen for men to see. And no matter, and that video went viral, but no matter how viral it went, it still got dumbass men out here who gonna be like, shit, I'ma still fuck with these hoes. Do your thing. Do your thing. Like Paul say, if you just burning, go ahead. Why Paul told you bitch ass niggas that? Because Paul knew this ain't for you. You niggas not, it's over for you niggas. Really, it's over for y'all. Like, that's what Neo woke up and realized. When he went back to the Matrix, he realized it's over for them. Another great movie to watch, Limitless, right? The pill that the dude was taking, your sexual energy is equivalent to that same pill. But what happened when the dude couldn't get the pill no more? He aged hard. What happens when you just steady fucking and fucking and fucking and releasing and releasing and releasing? You age quick. Get foggy minded, everything. Same symptoms that he was experiencing when he couldn't get the pill. Why? Because your sexual energy, semen retention, is equivalent to that pill that was in that movie Limitless. Gave the body the same power. So basically, the pill was an artificial version of semen retention. Great movie, man. I love movies like that. Matthew chapter 19. That's where I was going. That's where I was going. Matthew 19. Let's go to it. Matthew 19. I know hoes be like, this nigga just don't like us at all. It's not that, babe. I fuck with y'all. I do. I just know y'all hoes agents. Shit, Neo fuck with the bitch in the red dress. But Neo snapped out and went like, this bitch an agent. You understand me? I know you an agent, bitch. You understand me? You getting something by the Matrix, ho. You understand me? To keep me distracted. Yeah, I know what it is. Matthew, this is Matthew 19:21. Right, let's start. It say, Yahushua said unto them, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, right? Because, matter of fact, we're going to start from 20. The young man saith unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet, right? So, this young brother, right, he's seeing Yahushua, right? He's like, man, look, man, you got power. And I feel like I can tap into that power too. Like, but I try my best. I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I make songs to God. You feel me? Man. I try my best, man. I treat people good. You feel me? Let's see what Yahushua told him. Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, right? They let you know semen retention is a pathway to perfection. Right? Go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Let's see what this young little nigga did, right? Let's see what he did. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful.